Hi folks, another day, very strong winds out there. I've had to shut my roof light windows. I thought of them flipping. I think the gusts are up to about 50 miles an hour, but it's a bit of rain in the atmosphere, but there's also a bit of blue sky as well. But the clouds are scudding across the sky. A lot of clouds in the southwest, and in the south. That's where it's coming from the southwest. Give you a weather report because it does affect the way I paint skies. What we're going to do today, now I've back to the normal size 15 by 11 inch sheet, double the size, quadruple the problem for painting. I'm going to use brushes. I've got cadmium yellow pale, yellow ochre, cadmium red, ultramarine, red ochre and some Payne's grey. I'll put a bit more of that in. I use quite a bit of Payne's grey, but generally not on its own. I'd mix it. It's a good mixer, it's a great mixer with the yellow and the red to make a very warm, lovely deep greens. I was thinking of a sort of another mountainous scene. But a bit of a lake. Something like that. We'll have a bit of land here. So horizon fairly straight or horizontal. We'll see what happens. We'll put some green and stuff in there. This might end up a disaster. So large inch flat, lovely brush this one. I'm going to use my Pro Arts graduate brushes. Well, that's a Georgian Daler Rowney, all Daler Rowney brushes, or no, they're very good quality, even if the ferrules do tend to get a little bit loose. But if your ferrule, this metal bit here, gets a bit loose on there, pull it out, pull the brush, the handle out, and dip it into some PVA glue. Now, this is just a bit of ordinary watercolour studio paper. And I'm sure it'll be very durable because it's got a third of it is wood pulp, not wood pulp, linen, rag. The rest is cellulose and wood pulp. And that's all you need to know about that, really. It's unprimed. I haven't primed it, but I know from experience that with the brush painting, with the oil, still a bit of walnut oil in there. And I've added a bit of drying linseed oil. I don't use a lot of it in my ordinary oil. It's too expensive, so that was £7, that one. That one was Hobbycraft, £6. That's a fast drying medium. It's probably very similar, so I can't even read the back of it, the print's too small. But with that bit of dryer, the thinner washes, they do soak into the paper and they dry quite quickly, like the next day or the day after, where they're touch dry. It's the white, this titanium white, that tends to stay a bit wet. But the next white I buy will be a Griffin alkyd resin based titanium white. They're pretty expensive now though. All art material's gone up in price, but if you can mix the ordinary titanium white, the student quality, with the artist quality Griffin paint, and it helps everything to dry. Then that's what I will do when my ship comes in. Okay, so let's put a bit of sky. I'm going to take a blue sky right down to there. I'm imagining a sort of a Welsh scene. Let's just all that in. I've got the board at about 15-20 degrees. It's quite flat, mainly because it's a good angle for the camera. And filming. If I was using if I was doing one for myself, which is very rare these days, I would work upright. But it's much easier to do like this for the camera anyway. Right, okay. Let's just get that. Right, a bit of cloud, so let's have a bit of Payne's grey, bit of blue. It's always a good mix. Just make the sky up based on what's going outside. It's sometimes good to have your blue coming right the way down to the horizon. Okay, then we've got some light on there. Clean the brushes on the rag. Now, you don't need to clean your brushes as you go, other than pull the bristles through some toweling, just to squeeze most of that paint out. Not ideal, I know, but I suffer from my chest these days, with mild COPD, and toxic thinners and brush cleaners are out for me now. Not a good idea. Right, let's have a bit of Payne's grey and some cloudy stuff. Ooh, we picked up a bit of yellow ochre there. Doesn't matter, we're going to put quite a bit of colour into the sky mix. It's just getting some paint on really. Once you've got some paint on, you have to use the oil just to thin it down a bit to get that initial coat on. You don't need to stick to your drawing. That is just a guide. Got some blue back in there. Just and at the end of the session, just squirt on some dishwasher liquid, and a bit of water, running water, and just clean the brushes. Like that. Dishwasher liquid, that's washing up liquid, not for your dishwasher. Touch of ochre in there, not a load of it though, like that. Try a bit of red in there. I just work at this till I've sort of reasonably satisfied with it, but you can overdo it, of course. Right, okay. We'll let that go for a minute. I might add a bit more drama in this large area here. But let's get into these mountains now. Now the distant ones, oh, let's just have some Payne's grey and a bit of white. Soften everything. Just working the painting, cover up my drawing. Now we'll get some lighter blue, I think. Put a bit of cloud in there. Right, now we'll get some nice good darking on here. Payne's grey, blue, oil, tea. Lovely strong cup of tea. I usually forget to drink it, which is a bit of a nuisance, but just get the base on, soften. Trying to get a uneven look on there. I'm working blind here, I'm not working from any reference material. Just I've got my laptop on there, but I haven't tuned it into anything. Look at other colours in. I love the work of Catherine Williams, the late great Catherine, Sir Catherine, Anglesey painter. Could I go over this with lighter landscape colours? If you've not come across Catherine, spelled K-Y-F-F-I-N, Catherine Williams, great Welsh name. You can Google his gallery. He's a wonderful knife painter. I just waggle that about, just clean the brush on the paper there. I'm going to put some foregrounds out. This is going to be quite rough, I hope. So let's get a bit of green in there now. I'll put in some nice trees along there. This paper is quite, as you can see, it's quite pitted, so it takes a bit of filling up. Just work around the painting, don't do anything that definite, because we are creating an impression of a lot going on with a minimum of effort. Get a bit dark in that little valley there. Okay, bring some of that dark back into here. So a bit of bluey green, a bit of white. Okay, let's. I'll just finish that bit there. Fill those holes. Although it doesn't really matter, you can leave a bit of sparkle there. But I. Do some streaky stuff just to create an illusion of something going on. I don't know what in particular, but right, I'm going to put some trees on here, I think. I want to trees down to the tree line. I'll bring some something like that down there. The stipple there. Fill the holes. Lots of colour. Right, now we'll just get some light in there. Let's have some grey. Oh, I quite like that. The oil's getting a bit tacky now. I've got to brighten up all that. It's a bit too, especially with all this light coming through. So let's add a bit of that. That's a bit better. Look, we've got some detail in there. More tea. bit more of that Payne's grey. Can you hear that wind? Right, now we could even put some stone walls in there. Now I'm going to use a smaller brush now, and here we go. I need some more yellow. Squeeze some out. Whoops. Right, so that's a Payne's grey, red, cad yellow. I'll have a bit of blue in that green. Like the cad red. Right, sorry, I'm a bit silent there. Let's just vary that. Right, now I'm going to put in a bluey background. Get a bit of reflection of that sky in here. No reflections. Broken water. Sorry if my head's in the way. Right, okay. I think that's enough on there. Let's just, okay, now we've got to sort out this foreground. Got a bit on here. This Payne's grey is quite weak. Just try to create an impression of rocks here. Warm up some of this. Right, put a bit of light on this rough stuff. There's a bit of red there. I can dab in a couple of bits of heather, but I haven't got any heather. What's that? Cabin red deep hue, no. I did have some alizarin crimson somewhere, but I can't see it immediately. No, it doesn't matter. I'll just stipple a few bits of wildflowers there. We can have some mauve heather, can't we? Right, I want to put in some stone walls. A bit of Payne's grey. Okay, right, what's out there? Good enough. Just add just a little bit of texture in that sky there. Very little detail on this background, but I think we could probably just get a little bit of that right. Now, what was I going to do? Can have bits of greeny growth in there. Right, now I'll get a rough brush. Rough brush, where are you? Oh, this one, this will do. Well worn out. Okay, let's make some blue and red. Bit of heather. So it can also be Scotland, can't it? I remember Frank Clark saying, for those of you that look at Frank's work, I do from time to time, just dot in some white bits. It doesn't have to mean anything, but it just helps, it just aids the composition. Right, let's have a bit of dark green now. Got to have a bit of red in it. Right, okay, before I ruin it, let's I'm sure you do get deep water here, which is a sort of a grey, blue, greeny. I don't want to do reflections. It just takes too long to get that right. Let's take this off, put it in a mount. Oh, I can't squeeze it. These are really tough, these clips. Oh, well, there we are. A Welsh or Scottish scene. 39 minutes. 39 minutes, not bad, is it? Well, I hope you like that, folks. That's all you're going to get today, I think. Got a friend coming for us of the morning. So there we are. See, I might see you later, but if not, I'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday today, isn't it? Saturday, yes, I'll do some tomorrow. Bye for now.